है सर, बिल्कुल सर, ठीक है बस।
Right. Until Abdul Rahman comes, we can have a quick review of the tenses lecture that we started maybe 3 days back or 4 days back. I don't remember.
Yes, sir.
So, anyways, and we covered in that we covered present indefinite or present simple tense, and I told you in that
Yes,
that
sir.
this is a general structure that you should actually
Yes, sir.
remember that there's a subject, then it is followed by a verb, and verb may have
Yes, sir.
an s, es, or ies at the end, and actually this will
Yes, sir.
depend on the subject. If our subject is third person singular, then we
Yes,
may
sir.
have s or es or ies with it, right? and
Yes.
and I also told you that all those verbs that have x or ch or sh at the end, okay,
Yes, sir.
and o at the end, they all they are all followed by word sorry, these two alphabet es whenever
Yes.
we use them with third person singular. Like when I say go, it
Yes.
will become goes. When I say do, it will become does. Similarly, wash,
Yes, sir.
washes, catch, catches, teach, teaches, right? So I told you that,
Yes.
and then it is followed by an object. Now,
Yes, sir.
to make it negative, I told you this structure. If you remember these structures in your mind, and
Yes.
while writing and while speaking, you focus on these things, they will become your instinct. In the beginning,
Yes.
obviously, you will get confused about it. You will have to give long pauses, to correct to make a correct sentence. But just
Yes,
with
sir.
the practice of maybe 10 days, you will feel confident. You will start feeling confident about the use of this structure.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
right. So now this is for negative, and I told you that for present simple and past simple, we have to add do or does or did
Yes, sir.
in case of present simple tense, right? And whenever
Yes,
we
sir.
add do or does, then we always use first form of verb without any s or es.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now here, if you see, in case of this sentence, this was third person singular, and we used does not with it. And we
Yes, sir.
saw that, okay, now there is no s or es with teach.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and we also saw this one example. She does her work. Now here, does is a verb,
Yes, sir.
and because it is a third person singular, so we have added es with the this verb do,
Uh,
right? So as per our
Yes.
structure, we saw that, okay, this is a subject, she, it will remain there.
Yes, sir.
Then because it is she, we will add does not, as we studied in this
Yes.
structure. So we added does not, and after
Yes, sir.
that we removed s or es from the verb, and we wrote only do here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that was about negative, and then this the last sentence, sorry, last form of present indefinite tense or present simple tense is interrogative, and in that we just simply bring do
Yes.
or does in the start. That's it. So now,
Yes, sir.
right now, I won't be talking about passive voice. I just want you to go ahead with simple form right now, and then obviously,
Yes.
once we are done with it, we'll talk about passive voice as well, inshallah, whenever we get time. So
Sure.
now, let's move forward. Now, here is the next tense, that is present continuous tense.
Yes, sir.
In case of present continuous, just remember, if something is happening right now, or something is being done right now, that is
Yes.
counted as present continuous tense. In our Urdu language, we say whenever there is raha hai, rahi hai, rahe
Yes,
hai
sir.
type of words at the end of a sentence, then it means we are using present continuous tense, or it is also known as present progressive tense, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this the structure of this sentence or this tense is very simple. There is a
Yes,
subject
sir.
in the beginning, then it is followed by is, am, or are. Is, am, or are. And with verb, we always use ing in present continuous tense.
Yes, sir.
And then it is followed by an object.
ING. Yes, sir.
Okay, walaikum salam. Abdurrahman is there, right? Uh-oh, and there's a silent observer, Amjad. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Okay,
Walaikum.
right. So I was just touching this tenses part, just to avail the opportunity that I got. So anyways, please stay with me for 5-10 minutes. We'll talk about tenses and then we'll move back to our lecture. So for
Thanks.
present continuous tense, we always use subject. Then we have to choose is, am, are, and then
Yes,
verb
sir.
plus ing, then object.
Object.
Here, but this is, I guess you must be knowing, with I, we use am,
Uh, yes, sir.
okay? For all other singulars, we use is, and for all other plurals, we use are. Now, you
Yes,
is
sir.
an exception here. We always use are with you, either it is singular or it is plural.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so general rule is we use are with all plurals. That is a general rule.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but and we use is with all singulars with two exceptions. One exception is that if it is I singular, then we will use
Yes, sir.
am, and if it is you singular, then we will use are. Okay,
Yes, sir.
now this is an example. I am teaching Marjuma. She is teaching me. They are teaching us, or something,
Yes.
right? Negative form is very simple for these kind of tenses. Whenever we have a helping verb like is, am, are, we simply add not with it and no other change in the sentence. I am not
Yes,
teaching.
sir.
She is not teaching. You are not studying. And actually,
Yes,
you
sir.
are not studying. Okay. Okay. And if we want to make it an interrogative sentence, in that case, we bring is, am, are in the beginning, and rest is
Yes,
same.
sir.
So that was about present continuous tense, but I want to highlight one very different use of present continuous tense. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and that is present continuous tense is sometimes used as future tense. Sorry. Okay. Now, in Abdurrahman, please excuse us. I'm using my native language now, just to explain one point. Okay, just to give you one example to these two guys. As we say in our Urdu language, यार बस बहुत होगी कल मैं बॉस से बात करने जा रहा हूँ
सही सर
ठीक है उसने मुझे बहुत तंग कर दिया है यार ना कल मैं उससे बात करने जा रहा हूँ now you are talking
yes
in about something about future but
yes sir
you are using word raha hu rahi hu which is an indication of present continuous tense
yes sir
just like that if we say we talk in English we say that okay enough is enough my boss has troubled me a lot and now tomorrow I'm going to talk to him if he agrees to me well and good otherwise I'm going to give resign now
yes sir
now you see you are talking about future that I'm going to talk to my boss but you are saying I am going which is a structure of present continuous tense
yes sir
right but here remember one thing that I am oh sorry this form going to this actually you can say this part is equivalent to will or shall
okay sir
okay this is
okay.
equivalent to will or shall so if I say I'm going to now my verb actual verb is teach it
yes sir
remains there intact got it so I am
yes
going to teach it means I will teach or I shall teach.
yes
Okay, we'll talk about will and shall later on, some other day. But I will teach
okay,
or I shall teach, right? So this is equivalent to will or shall.
okay sir
So please remember this structure. It has got subject and then is MR followed by going to, and
yes
then
sir
we use first form of the verb and then object.
okay
Okay, and that's all about present simple tense. And now I'm stopping this recording and we will